Jones here, back again, and I'll be bringing you another video here today on 7 Days to Die. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be discussing how and where to build locations, starting out in beginning stages of the game, mid stages of the game. It's really whenever you feel like branching out to make a new base, or when you're starting out and you're trying to figure out really where and how you're gonna start. So take care of this little mini horde going on right here. I think they heard I was making a video, so they wanted to introduce themselves. It's usually how that works. All right, so right off the bat, I will say for all you guys that showed up in the previous video and previous stream, I appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys showing up and had a good time, and hopefully we can continue to do that. So appreciate that, guys. And as always, when you're watching these videos, if they're helping you, if they're they're helping you with information and doing a decent job or a good job of trying to make things easier, making your life easier in 7 days to die, if you could just show that love and show that support and hit that like button. Let me know I'm doing a good job, and let me know I need to keep focused on those, so that way I kind of have an idea of which direction to go with making these videos. And if you don't like them, then hit that don't like button, so that way I'm aware. I'm not afraid of constructive criticism, guys, so feel free to hit the dislike button if you disliked the video, and if you did, just leave a comment in the comments and let me know what I need to do differently. Maybe make it a little bit easier, make it more entertaining, make it more maybe explain things better, whatever it may be. However, on the good side, like I said, if you did like it, show that support, guys. Alright, so where and how to build your base. Okay, where is going to be important to be basically one, based off if you're starting out in a new game, where you spawned in at, whether it be the snowy region, the desert region, the forest region, the kill zone region is what I call it. It's the dead zone. It's like nothing there. There's different regions, different biomes you can spawn in, so any one of them is suitable to live in. You just have to make sure you're dressed for the occasion. And yeah, as far as base builds go, there's multiple base builds you can do out there. There's above ground, there's below ground, there's all kinds of base builds, man. It's just whatever your little heart can desire and your mind can create, basically. We have like this is just a little mini base that I was playing around with and I made, and give it a look over real quick, kind of give you an example of a type of underground bases. When I do build an underground base, this is kind of what I'm aiming for. Seen quite a few people out there who have underground bases, and they look like they work pretty effectively, and I wanted to give it a shot to see if it did work. And sure enough, man, it worked pretty well. And but once again, bases can work as long as you put in the time to fortify it as much as you can, and put some traps around it, and then be ready for adapt and overcome as you need. So what I did here is I made this underground base. I made an entrance that is away from the base a little ways, so you do have to kind of go away a little bit from the base, but that'll let you enter in a safe manner, and let you focus on that. That way leads to another base that I built. And so this is the bottom level of the base. I have these support frames in because I got to be up a little bit taller so I can reach for the loot. The zombies, they'll fall in this pit, and you are able to loot the bodies as well as stay down here and repair these as needed. If you're lucky enough and fortunate enough to get a nail gun early stages, that's phenomenal, because the nail gun is really good. It is really good. Some of you may already know, but if you can't get a nail gun, you can find them in hardware stores and stuff like that. So if not, use your claw hammer, use your wrench, whatever you got to use to make it happen. And so yeah, so on horde night, I'll just hang out down here and basically let these guys come and fall into my traps, and they die. And as they're falling in my traps and as they're dying, I'm basically just picking up the loot. Hold on one moment. Dogs have no impatience at all. There's another way to get to the base here. I double fortified it, just because in the beginning stages, I just wanted to make sure that if they were to fall into this pit, that essentially that there's no way that they're going to be able to get out. But with you standing down there, they're not going to try to go through the door to get to you. You know what I mean? If you're standing on this side of the door and they fall in, then yeah, they're gonna try to get you through the door. But so what I'll do here is basically I'll have spike traps. These are the spike log traps, and when it comes time to it and get ready, I'll get the spike traps out and I'll put them on this row here, the row that's available right now. I'll go ahead and fill those up with some spike traps just to add extra trap damage. Once that's all squared away, I'll shut the door, come back down here, and just come in here and hang out and wait for the horde to come. And I'll show a video of that, so that way you guys can see how that works. One of the other videos that I'm doing, helping friends build. We actually made a similar base to this. It's a lot larger. It's a lot larger. It's more of a bigger base, more of a home base type, and that's kind of the direction we went for his base build. And unfortunately, we got to day 30. Was it day 28 or day 20? I can't remember. Day 21. I think it's day 28. Either day 28 or day 35. And we was ready for the horde to come. We got it built just in time, and the horde never showed up. So I don't know if that's why, if that happens often or what, but it didn't show up. So it was kind of a bummer. We didn't get to exactly see how the base would hold up against the horde. It's not reinforced like this one is. It's on the early stages, so it's on the iron, wood and iron basically. We upgraded the iron as much as we could, and just did it that way. His mining system I'm working on. Basically connect that little base that we just came from. I'm gonna connect that base to another base I have. I like to, when possible, I take the time to build an underground system, and I try to get the bases to connect to each other. It does take some time, but it's worth it in the end, because you're able to walk and travel in a safe manner underground. You don't have to really mess with too many zombies. So we'll go up here to this one. But yeah, you wanna pick a location that's suitable to you, wherever you feel comfortable. If it's the forest region, the forest region's a real pretty easy region to live in. It's got abundance of wood, supplies that you're gonna need to build, so on and so forth. But it really is. It just comes down to what you want to do. We got the prison here. Call this the prison. That prison's that is a prefab built. There's originally some type of structure there that I pretty much tore apart and built on top of, and I just kept going up with it and just kind of had fun with it, just to see what I could build there. So yeah, just gotta have fun with it. But you can take this way to go to it. The only difference between prefab builds and builds that you do from start to finish by scratch, on the prefabs, sometimes you get in situations where the zombies do spawn in on that location, and they'll spawn inside the base. So you always want to be careful with that when you're going back into the base. So you'll be like, how did the zombies get in here? There's no way the zombies got in here. I made this thing unbreachable. It's unbreachable. Yeah, well, that's because it's a prefab build, and this is a spawn location for them, and they will spawn in. There's a random wood door here. A couple random doors. I'm guessing somebody was experimenting to see how they could build a door, I guess. Um, so yeah, there you go. So that was the bottom level. Is the top. Here's the second level here. This second level was originally kind of the main level I had for all the resources. I'm having some difficulties here with a door. Sounds like my dogs are ready to come back in. Hang on one second. You guys good? I know it's kind of hot out there. It's kind of hot out there. Yeah, I got two dogs. They're sisters. They're half boxer and half Doberman. They're a year and I think year and 4 months now. So they're getting big. They are definitely my babies though. I love them. I love those dogs, man. My babies. So here's the second level, and basically this is just a top level. Put a railing system in to keep the spider zombies at bay when they do breach the area and they get here. They can't jump up to you because this originally was just the top layer, and then I built on eventually and got taller and taller. But when the zombies do come, I'm usually on the rail system here, or I'm underground, one level. I didn't show you that, so let me go back down there real quick. But all these random doors, and I don't know what. I think somebody was just experimenting when they came in here. But so yeah, so this is the ground level. So I got the rebar system set up here. You got that way you can look out and you can shoot them as they come in. Take care of zombies as you need be. If you want to be down here, then 100% secure. You don't have to worry about zombies getting in here. The only way in, really, is through these vault doors here. And take you out here, and that's how you're able to get into the base. But zombies aren't that intelligent unless you're standing right here on the other side of this door, and they spawn in from that direction. They're not really gonna come in this way to try to get through the door. Now it does happen from time to time, so you want to be vigilant and take care of that. But like I said though, this is a prefab build, so that they do sometimes spawn in this place right here. More often than not, they spawn in this room here for some reason. But it's just how it is. It's how the game, the zombies are, they spawn in, and they spawn in on structures that's already been built in the game before you got into the game. So if you do a prefab build, just be vigilant of that. Zombies may appear in your base, and just take care of them as needed. You come up one more level. This is the third level. And this level, just for looks, I kind of added these pillars, so that way from the outside when you look at the base, it kind of gives it that kind of cool like little look. And so I did that all the way around. I made a forge room, so we got forges and we got some fire pits, we got supply crates to put all your resources and finished product in that you want. We can go up another level here. This is going to be the roof. This is as far as I've gotten so far. Put in these structure beams because I was trying to build upward. That's as far as I got with the wall before I started having some issues with it collapsing. So I just have to put some frames in to support it, support beams and whatnot. So that way we can continue to grow. I'm eventually going to make this tall. I'm going to make this a really tall prison. I call it the prison just because it kind of has a prison look to it. But eventually I will make this taller and have some fun with it. And just see what I can come up with. This is pretty cool. So yeah, the base is 360 degrees. It's completely covered with spike traps and spike log traps, barbed wire traps. So it's completely covered with traps. So there's no way that you can get inside the base or outside the base from out there. The only way is through the tunnel system that we made, and you just take this all the way down and go back to the area. When I was building this, as you can see, I kind of got off track here and didn't go straight down all the way. So I tend to do that sometimes when I go to mine. I get a little bit off course, and yeah, whatever. It happens. So you got two tunnel systems going right now. You got one going that direction, one going the other direction. Just making a tunnel system to connect to other bases eventually when I build the bases. So we'll come back here, and I'll go back up eventually, and this is as far as I've got right here. So you see I started a tunnel system. This is what it looks like in the building stages. Basically what I do is I just start from the bottom, and I just look up and I start chipping away, and as I make distance between myself and above me, I just put wood frames down and climb up them, upgrade them as needed, and place the ladders as needed, and just work my way to the surface and eventually get to the surface. And then you want to chip away around the area a little bit, put some more blocks in around the area, kind of give it that support and sturdiness, and then put a hatch on it, and you're good to go. Then you got an entrance and a way to get in and out. So, but yeah, so the different bases. I got a couple bases on this world built. One really big base that you just saw, that was my main base I started out on, and then I made a second base that we just came from, the drop-in bunker base, and then I have a third base that's more of a drop-off base. It's kind of in a region where don't necessarily go all the time. So when I do go to that region, I think it's Gravestown, I believe, is the location, and over there in that region. So when I go to that region and I do looting and whatnot, I will basically use that base to kind of grab all my loot, go back to that base, go back to the city, kind of repeat the process. Hit the city, go back to the base, hit the city, go back to the base. Use what resources I need at the time, build what I need at the time, and if I need to, bring them back to the home base if I need to. So here's the second base. We just came from the first main base, came all the way down here. This is the second base I was telling you about. Here's the underground bunker system. So you're able to come back here if it gets late at night, you got horde night going on or something, you don't want to be at that base, just run over here to this base. Maybe get lucky, they'll spawn on this side. They may or may not, who knows. And then to get in and out of this base, I got a entrance over here. You just come up here and climb out, and there you go. That's how you get out of the base. It's just a little bit ways from the base. It's not too far. I didn't make it too far. But so there's your way to get out and way to get in. And then this is what it looks like from the outside. So it's been proven. I've had a horde night in it already once, and it held up famously. So ever since it did that, basically I was kind of like, well, you know what, this worked really well. So since it worked so well, I'm gonna try to do this again, and trying to make it a part of my staple, the type of base build I'm gonna do for startup and so whatnot. Come back over here. We traveled over here underground. You remember we was underground. This is how you get up over here. This is to the prison. And this is how you get up and get into the base, because you can't. I got it completely covered with traps. You're more than welcome to try to run through them and jump over them, but I wouldn't recommend it. So there's the prison, and that tunnel system you can get in and out of. There's a way right here you can go in and out of. Take it all the way there. You can take it all the way down and go to that next base over there. And so yeah. But so yeah. Location. Just pick a nice location that you like. Pick a location that you're comfortable with, that you may be familiar with, may not be familiar with. I mean, you got to play the game to learn. And but most of my bases so far I've made in the green area. There's just abundance of resources that help out early game to make it possible for me later game to move out and branch out to a more difficult realm and go from there. So when you do pick locations, just pick what you're comfortable with, and it's going to be easy for you early stages to survive. Basically, you start out in the winter. The winter's fun. The winter's fun to play as well, but like I said, That in the desert, you know, the desert gets real hot, so you overheat quickly and you die. And the winter's real cold, so you get too cold and you die. So you want to make sure you got clothes and whatnot. Here's the farm. Got a little pack of zombies out here hanging out, looks like. Just hanging out. Got a couple of dead zombies down there already. I mean, if you guys want to hang out, we can hang out. I'm always looking to make new friends. I don't look very friendly, but you know, we can talk. We can talk, man. I mean, we can talk. You're not interested in talking, apparently. So, but yeah, that's basically it. Just wanted to give you a little quick tutorial of a couple base designs that I got going that I made, and give you guys a heads up on where. A dog. Just a couple dogs. I missed both of them. I don't know why they're so angry. I mean, I got some food if you guys are hungry. I don't know, apparently trying to eat me. I don't want you to eat me. I got some other food you guys can eat. I mean, I got some meat. I boiled some meat. I got some boiled meat. I think I got some stew on me. I got some meat stew on me. You guys want some of that? No, they don't want none of that. They want to make me their own meat stew, don't they? It's all good. Knock out these zombies. Yeah, at nighttime usually I'll turn like my bike. I'll utilize my bike and use the headlight to kind of give me a little extra light. And help me see him. Help me see him. I'm not gonna really go into the house and seek out zombies. Not really worried about them. So yeah, but let's go ahead and just pick a random location here. We're gonna go this way. See what we got. Alright, so it's going to looks like it's gonna go to a different region, or is it still gonna be forest? When you're building a base, also if you want to pay attention to the elevation of it. See how this elevation's right here, and then you look over here and see how it drops down to like a valley. Yeah, I want to pay attention to that, because if you're on a hill, they can climb under it. They'll dig through it and get to you. So if you're on a hill, if you're in a valley, they got to come downward and get to you. That's kind of why I made that drop pit design over there that we just came from. I made that inside a valley. So they're essentially having to run downhill and try to get to you, and while doing so, they're running into traps and whatnot. So I guess we'll just pick this area for now. So we got a river system. If you're not in the snow area, you want to make sure you're somewhere close to a river system, so that way you got an unlimited supply of water. The early stages, it's crucial. Hunting, early stages in the game, you want to try to hunt as much as you possibly can. You see a deer, kill it. A pig, you kill it. A bear, you try to kill it. That's optional. It's gonna whoop your ass in the early stages, I'll tell you that right now. You'll probably die once or twice, but you know, you have a good chance of killing it, then kill it, because it's gonna give you a good amount of meat and resources that you need. So yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and see what's going on over here. And so we got a house right there. If you spawn in the game, you might get lucky. And you spawn in, and you'll spawn in like right here. You'll have a house, you'll see a car. It'll look something like this. Sometimes you spawn in and it'll look like this. Not a damn thing. But if you find a road, stay on it. Take that road. The road eventually leads to something. It leads to something. You got one or two options. One, it's going to lead you to nothing. It'll be a dead end. Or two, it'll lead you to a road, another road that takes you to a town or a city or a village or a house at some point, or a building at some point. So if you find a road, try to stick to the road. The road's going to take you places. And so this is a good little area over here. You see, it's pretty flat out here. So we'll probably go ahead and just stay on. See that drops down right there. So I'm just gonna come back this way a little bit. Kind of get in the middle, probably. Nice little spot. Alright, stay by the road. Alright, so I don't need any meat, but when you do, you want to take advantage of these guys and take them out and get your resources that you need. I can't even shoot them. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so what we'll do is you're going to want to do startup. I usually keep a chest on me, and you're just able to keep your supplies and stuff in, because I'm sure I'm probably close to a region. But what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to start out and pick a spot. It doesn't matter where, wherever you feel wherever you feel comfortable, and however big you want to make it. I can't keep doing that. It does help if you clean out the area, do a little grass cutting, kind of like just pick up all this grass basically. It can help if it keeps getting in your way. But so the beginning stages of the game, you can't find nowhere to go, you can't find a house or anything to get in on the first night. Then show you a quick little way to build a little secure location. And the idea here is that you're just trying to build a little location to kind of keep you safe overnight or during the nights until you're able to build you a base basically, and that you go out and get resources as needed, so on and so forth. So what you're gonna do is you're basically gonna make just basically a big old square, really, just like this. Alright, and keep this out, and you could make a door if you wanted to. I usually don't. I don't make doors. I try not to really. I really don't try to make doors unless I have to be honest with you, because doors, it's just a weak spot. It's an entrance that zombies can get in if they wanted to. If they come from that direction. The likelihood of you making a ladder here to go to the top to climb out of, the likelihood of them getting through that is very unlikely. So that I usually stick to that type. Just because that way I don't have to worry about zombies trying to. There's not really a weak spot, if you will. I'm gonna try to make sure you don't have a weak spot. So if you do spawn in this region, it's gonna be a little warmer. This region is a little warmer, so when it comes to clothes, if you're gonna stay in this region, you're gonna want to wear clothes that don't give you a whole lot of insulation. If you look at your clothes, you can read them. They give you a description. It says insulation plus minus. All my gear that I have on right now is pretty much minus, except for a couple, because that way it just balances it out. You look over on the left, it says I'm -9, so it constantly feels like -9 degrees wherever I go. It usually works just fine for me. If you go to the winter biome, then I'm gonna want to probably put a hat on or an overcoat or something, just to help. Oh, I can't put one here for some reason. It's being difficult. It's being difficult. It's being difficult. All right. Now you don't. This doesn't have to be, real big. Just big enough to where you can move around and have a little room to work with when you're inside. And don't do that, but These rebar frames, man, they don't want to help me out here. So, it's kind of weird that it being this way. Usually, I don't know, it's not that difficult. Alright, so yeah, so there you go. You pretty much just put yourself inside there and just pretend it's getting late and it's getting dark time and it's not morning time like it is. So yeah. And then, you know, of course, you're not going to have these resources at the beginning. This is all going to be made out of wood, which is fine. Wood will do the job. Just kind of make a similar design here. Thinking that it's being difficult because of the grass here. That's what I'm thinking. It's the only thing I can think of. Usually I kind of cut the grass, kind of clear open the spot. One more up here. And those corner pieces, you know, you can jump up top to get to those, and take care of them, or you can take care of them next time you go outside. I mean, I'll eventually get to them. Just for now, I'm just trying to close this off, and then we'll put a roof in, basically, just like this. And this will help you because it's going to protect you from the elements that's happening outside. So if it is raining or if it is hot, you know, the icon always tells you, you know, you're overheating, you're cold, blah blah blah, take shelter, drink water. So this will help with that. Yeah, that grass is being annoying. Alright, so there's that taken care of. Get a ladder. Put your ladder in. And we'll get in and out of the base like that. And what I would do early stages, I would basically frame in and out to get inside the base. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, you know, like these frames here, you can use these frames as like a little ladder system to get in and out, and then just pick them up as you get in the base. Finish this up real quick. Make sure all corners are taken care of. All corners are taken care of, so there you go. And then what I would do is I'll just put a frame down like this. And help make your little ladder system like that. And as I jump up and as I get to the base, I would basically just pick them up like this. And that's how I'll get in and out for now. And there you go. And you can put a storage chest in there. I got mine on the outside, but you could put a storage chest or two in here, put a fire pit in here, and when it gets nighttime, you can just craft yourself a bunch of axes, a bunch of arrows, a bunch of resources right off the bat, and help level up your miscellaneous crafting, your weapon crafting, all that stuff. You know, you won't want to level up early stages as much as you can. Any opportunity you have to get resources to do that, you want to do so. And then when it comes, generally, you know, I spend all day scavenging and whatnot, and then at night I'll come inside where I know it's safe and I don't have to worry about trying to craft stuff and kill zombies at the same time. I'll come in here and I'll just hang out. Hopefully have some meat that I found, some water I found, cook me up some meat, and craft me some items and just hang out. And then when daytime hits, kind of come out and repeat the process and just keep doing that until you got enough resources to one, build on to this base that you made, or find a better location. You might run into another location that's a little bit closer. We could go this way and not we could go this way and not find anything for a while. Could find same with this. Could go that way and not find anything for a while. No houses, no buildings, no nothing. It could work that way. It could not work that way. But I'm pretty confident you see speed limit signs, and stop signs like that. Usually you're close to something. So in this region, I'm probably thinking there's a police station around here somewhere. So you could go over there, and if you could take out the police station and make that your base. That'd be a real good starter base. Just like I said, just keep in mind, like I said earlier, when you do take over a place that's already there and that's in the game, when you get in the game, it is a zombie point where they can spawn in. So just be vigilant of that there's going to be a good chance that zombies will spawn inside your base for a while. Eventually it dies off. I heard it. Eventually it dies off and you don't have to worry about it, but they do tend to spawn in sometimes. So just be vigilant of that. But if you don't want to do the prefab, you can kind of do like I did on my other world, where I built a base not too far from the town, so that way I don't have too much of a distance to travel, and I can continue to go back and forth as I need to get resources and so on and so forth. So those are so as far as locations go, that's how I'd go about it when it comes to picking a location. Try to pick it close to a town if you find one. Don't build it inside the town, and try not to build inside the town. Early stages, it's going to be difficult. Zombies are continuously spawning in towns and stuff. So if you want more of a challenge, then go ahead and try it out. It's fun, but it can be annoying, especially when you're trying to build. But so yeah, that's the location of where I would go about doing it, and how I'd go about doing it is something like this. Make yourself like a little kind of box. It's gonna keep you safe. And eventually it'll turn into a base like you saw earlier in the video, one or the other, up above ground, or you could you start digging below. You don't have to stay up here. You can start just digging this out and making a drop in if you want. Because keep in mind, in early stages, this isn't gonna be concrete for you. You know what I mean? This is all wood, so you'll be able to easily destroy all this. And then you can keep digging this out around you and keep putting this downward. Eventually make it secure to where you can walk in and out. And have a pit down there if you want. Different ways you can do it. So that's what I would do. So yeah, that's it for now. And be back on later this evening and go back on the other world and get ready for the next horde. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope I helped. I hope I gave you some information you need. And if I did, hit the like. If I didn't, hit the dislike. Let me know. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Got questions or any concerns or anything like that, feel free to ask, and I'll answer them for you. And yeah, so it's been fun. So there you go. Until next time, General Jones, out.